This is the brand new Insta360 ONE. It is the most versatile 360 camera on the market. It is light. You have this case that also doubles as a stand, which is very convenient for taking it when you're on the go. And you also have a built-in 1/4-20 screw mount, which allows you to mount it on any standard accessory, vehicles, drones, helmets, and also selfie sticks. We are using two ultra fisheye lenses that are capturing 210-degree field of view, and because we're capturing more than a 360-degree field of view, we can then stitch those two images together into a fully spherical 360-degree image. The video resolution is 4K, and the photo resolution is 24 megapixels. We're using a Sony CMOS sensor on this, and we stitch this together in real time, so that allows you to go live on any platform that supports 360, including YouTube, Facebook. Also, you can go live on Periscope and then push that out to Twitter. Now, this camera can be used as a standalone device. You see here that there's an SD card slot, a micro SD that can take up to 128 gig SD card, and on the other side you've got a micro USB charging port along with our quick release lightning connector. So this is what allows you to attach it directly to your smartphone if that's the way that you'd prefer to use it. So this balances standalone use with mobile use very well. You can use it as a standalone camera, then immediately offload your footage onto our app and review it, or you can pair it directly with your mobile phone when you're live streaming or when you're using it for casual photographs and videos with your friends. So it balances very well between an independent standalone camera that you can mount on anything and use as an action camera. Because the other thing to note about the hardware is that it has onboard image stabilization. So it has built-in image stabilization that's stabilizing in real time on 6 axes of motion. So if you're mounting this on any moving vehicle or your helmet when you're riding a bike, you'll get a very stable image even if you're going through a rough environment or having a lot of vibrations in your image. It will stabilize that in real time. And it's also very useful for live streaming, giving your audience a smooth and steady experience on the image. So you also have a microphone on top, and I think next I'll show you the app that you'd use to control this if you're using it with your mobile phone. Oh, one other thing to note about the hardware before I move along. This case here, which protects the lens, it also works as a stand. So I can set this on the table or any flat surface, and I can also use this as a handle. If I'm using this as a standalone camera, then this will give me an optical image stitch because I'm increasing the distance between the lens and my hand, and that's going to allow the camera to stitch together the bottom part of the image very well, and you won't see your hand occupying a lot of the image in the bottom there. So the other major use of this camera is as a direct connection accessory for your mobile phone. So once I pop out that lightning connector, I can plug it in to the lightning port of your iPhone. This is the iPhone version. We also have an Android version that will be out before the end of the year. And once I've got this open here, I have a real-time preview of everything I'm capturing in 360. So it's using your smartphone's display as your camera's viewfinder. Here you have photos, which are 24 megapixels, and here you have video. We shoot at 4K resolution video. You also have fully integrated live streaming, so I can go live on Facebook, on YouTube, Periscope, which allows you to go live on Twitter, and then I also have the option to enter a custom RTMP address, which means I can go live on any platform that supports 360-degree content. We also have one special mode of live streaming where you can control exactly what your viewers see, but at the same time take advantage of the special perspectives that 360 makes possible, like tiny planet or what we call a rabbit hole. And this means that you get those special perspectives that only 360 offers, but you also have the flexibility to really control your audience's experience and make sure that they're focusing on the key content. You have a full range of manual image control settings, including exposure value, shutter speed. This is also the first consumer camera this is the first consumer 360 camera that supports raw stills. So you can capture raw format 360-degree photos, and we also have log mode for 360-degree videos, which both give you total control in doing color grading and color correction during your post-production. So the other very exciting new feature of this camera, which is unique to Insta360, and it's the first time any 360 camera has supported this feature. What we see here is a standard 360-degree video. This is a 4K 360 video we captured of a wingsuit flyer going over the Great Wall of China. And one of the challenges that 360 still has at this point is that there's not universal platform support. Facebook has 360 support, YouTube does, but there's other important social platforms like Instagram or Snapchat, for example, that still don't have native 360 support. And the other thing we find is that sometimes users do want to control what their audiences are seeing. So in general, 360 is about the freedom to explore and see everything, but there are times when if you're making a narrative video, you want to be sure that your audience is following along with the story and looking where you want them to look in your scene. So with those concerns in mind, we developed a feature called Free Capture. And what Free Capture allows you to do is go into your 360-degree video, and then you can extract or recapture a standard rectangular video from within that 360 video. So essentially it allows me to go back to any moment that I've experienced and then shoot it again. I'm shooting a new video from that moment in time, and I have the flexibility to look in any direction. So the way that I'll do that is using my smartphone's viewfinder exactly as I would if I was filming a regular video. So the way that we're going to accomplish that is first I will hit this record button, and it's going to start the video playing. In a minute, I'm going to be turning around to follow this guy. We're using the smartphone's gyroscope to dynamically change the angle as you're reviewing the shot. And if I want, I can also use these special 360-degree perspectives that you can only achieve if you've got every angle covered. So then I might go back into a first-person perspective, looking all around, every direction, and then I also can go back into these tiny planet perspectives, seamlessly transitioning between these two styles of shots. When I'm done, I can simply jump over to our preview screen, see what I've captured. I've just converted that 360 video into a standard video that's ready to share on any social platform. And if I'm happy with that, I can save it. We have the option to add music to this as well. And this, beyond being an amazing way to capture 360 content, this camera is also giving you a new way to capture traditional video. It's essentially a multi-camera array that you're carrying with you everywhere you go, and you're covering every angle when you're actually living in an experience. And that gives you the option later on when you're reviewing that to grab exactly the angles you want. And it means that when you're actually living an experience. You don't have to be focused on where you're pointing your camera. First, you can just capture everything. You get a full 360-degree view, and then when you're ready to edit it and share it, you can go back in, take all the time you need, look in every direction, and find the highlights of that video, and then edit them together into exactly the video that you want to share. So it's an all-new way to think about photography and videography in general, where you get every possibility first, and then you go in and decide which ones you want to focus on and which ones you want to share. And that's called free capture. As I mentioned, it's a unique feature. Only Insta360's cameras have it, and this is the first time we're introducing it on a smartphone. This is the first time you're able to accomplish this directly on your smartphone and then share it to any platform you like right from your phone. So the other new feature we have here is a way to automatically output one of these standard videos. It's called Smart Track, and it allows you to lock onto an object in your scene, and then our app will automatically create a video where that subject is going to be center frame. So you see us doing this now with the wingsuit flyer. If you set this camera up in a fixed position, say you're skateboarding and you put it on a tripod, it would follow you all around the scene. It's like turning your camera into a cameraman that's going to track you around the scene wherever you go. So it gives you a lot of flexibility, even if you're filming something on your own. So you have the option to shoot raw photos, log videos, and 60 FPS video as well. We also have a few customizable settings that you can use when you're using the camera as a standalone device. This includes time-lapse video, and in my time-lapse video setting, I can adjust the recording time, adjust the frame intervals. There's some amazing things you can do with the 360 time-lapse. I have the ability to set timed photos, and we also have a special feature called bullet time. So what bullet time is a feature that's using the 120 FPS shooting mode of this camera, and along with the onboard stabilization. When you combine those features and then put the camera on a selfie stick like you see here, or using a string attachment that's included with the device, if you swing this camera over your head, then it will be automatically deleting the selfie stick from your shot, and it will feel like it's a drone. It will feel like it's hovering. It will feel like it's rotating around you like that famous shot in The Matrix, which is why we call it bullet time. And we have some sample videos of that effect and a tutorial on our website, insta360.com, how to achieve that. It's a unique shot that you can only achieve with this camera because of these the features that it brings together. Stabilization, it allows you to erase a selfie stick from your shot, and it captures a wide field of view, which gives you the flexibility to keep a shot stable while it's always focused on you and orbiting around you. So that's one more shot that you can achieve with this extremely versatile camera. This will be available. It's available now on our website, insta360.com, and will begin shipments September 9th. The iPhone version is for sale now. We'll be coming out with an Android version before the end of the year.